What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Marlo, and we back with another reaction. I've been hearing some people take some shots at Elon Musk, so I've been wanting to see what they've been talking about. I seen that earlier, and what else did I see earlier? I seen something else earlier, but I'm gonna react to that too. So let's get into the video.
Looks like Governor Tim Walz did not learn his lesson. The former vice presidential candidate taking another outlandish jab at Elon Musk. Listen.
I don't think we should be the party that demonizes someone because they're able to afford something or they're able to work hard and got something. What we should demonize is people like Elon Musk and those people that react. That's different. That's different.
PragerU personality Xavier DeRusso joins us now. Xavier, good morning to you. So what do you think about the governor's comments here suggesting demonizing another American at a time when his businesses are being targeted with violence?
You know, it's very dangerous rhetoric, and you would think that people would have learned their lesson over on the left about constantly calling to demonize anyone that's an American. We saw already that President Trump was shot at just a year ago, and it's like, does Tim Walz have short-term memory of what that type of rhetoric leads to? But ultimately, I feel like Elon Musk has no choice but to sue at this point. Elon Musk is the highest taxpayer in American history. He paid over $10 billion in taxes. So for Tim Walz to get on stage and say that Elon Musk is evading his taxes, that to me sounds like a defamation lawsuit waiting to happen.
But what do you make of the fact that the Democrat Party picked this guy to be a heartbeat away from the presidency, yet he continuously makes comments like this? Really does call into question his temperament and ability to do that job.
You know, at this point, I feel like the Democrats are addicted to losing.
They
have all these different people that they can choose from, and they continuously choose the worst possible candidates that just tend to put their own foot in their own mouths.
Okay, so speaking of that.
Sure.
Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, she's saying that DEI could have helped Kamala Harris win in November. Here's her quote. She says, "For some, they just disqualified her simply due to her race and or sex. They've never listened to what she had to say and were dismissive and disrespectful while giving the benefit of the doubt to an expletive who literally said he had concepts of a plan and flat out lied about Project 2025. A whole lot in that tweet. What do you think?
Jasmine Crockett is so hilarious because she tries to make it seem like Kamala Harris lost because of her race and her gender. No, Kamala Harris lost because her entire campaign was about her race and gender. Kamala Harris did not care about what the American people wanted. And Jasmine is constantly talking about now how we need DEI and how we need to bring in DEI. And to me, as a young black man that has worked my entire life to set a standard of excellence, that is insanely insulting that she wants to lower the bar for us. You cannot rise to low expectations. And I'm a firm believer that Jasmine Crockett is really just a whistleblower of wanting to raise racial tension because a persona like hers can only exist if there's a self-imposed narrative of racism for her to combat.
It absolutely enhances her brand to do what she is doing. I would just add to your amazing point there, Democrats have said Kamala Harris was a bad candidate. So the fact that Jasmine Crockett hasn't gotten on board, that shows there's an ulterior purpose in mind. Before we let you go, Democrats are struggling with how to address the issue of migrant crime, with one Democrat lawmaker saying Republicans are being dishonest and cruel while using immigrants as scapegoats. Watch.
Republicans have lifted up some tragedies that involved immigrants committing a few crimes. This is the exception, not the rule.
That, of course, being Chuy Garcia from Illinois. I don't know about that. Tell that to the families of Lake and Riley. Tell that to the families of Jocelyn Nungary. Final thoughts to you.
You know, I'll never forget that back in September, 158 Democrats voted against a bill that would have kicked out illegal immigrants who committed sex crimes here in America. It shows that they do not care about the safety of the American people, and they for sure do not care about women's rights.
Yeah, and fast forward to this week, we're learning that an illegal immigrant in California was arrested and charged with sexually assaulting and murdering a 13-year-old boy. So it's just horrific. Also charged with the sexual assault of two others.
We live in interesting times, no doubt. But I think that the fact that we have young voices like yours is illuminating. And I think it gives confidence to the people out there. We do these stories about the Gen Zers and so on and so forth. You got a great head on your shoulders, and you're speaking the truth this morning.
Yeah, Xavier, thank you so much for joining us on this early morning. We appreciate having you on.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart.
And that's the video. They didn't really touch too much on, I feel like, what he said about Elon Musk, but they touched a little bit on it, and I get, why he said, Elon Musk probably gonna sue and things like that, because it's like the Democrats, I feel like, is running out of arguments. Just like how she said that she only lost because of her race and her sex, but that was her whole campaign. Like, that's all she said. That's all she had to argue with. And come on, everybody knew what Trump was coming with. So that's how it went. But like I always say, y'all, God bless you.